welcome back. Today we are doing another rehouse because this is the last one that we have to do. This is a disgusting home right now. This is Pippin. So kind of the whole reason we did the last few rehousings of the Pokies that we have is because, as we mentioned when we moved Mary, we really didn't like these enclosures. But we have these ones from, I think, Tarantula Cribs, yes, that we do really like. So we wanted to move Mary and Pippin out of these enclosures into these ones, but in order to do that we had to move Eowyn and Eomer into their larger homes, which was already done in a couple previous videos. So today is the last in that little Pokie shuffle. Okay, so right now this was one of the first Pokies we ever had, and we did something different with Pippin compared to what we've done with the other tarantulas, is that we put a tubular piece of cork bark in there, and he spends a lot of his time inside that bark. For the first many months of his life, we really only knew he was there when every once in a while we'd see his legs poking out of this hole here, and we'd know, okay, he's probably a bit hungry. We'd put crickets on or around that hole, he'd come out. We knew he was alive because we'd see, you know, poop going down the walls, so we knew he was coming out when we weren't seeing him. But again, here's another example of why we don't really like these enclosures. You can see the dirt is leaking out the side, the poop that kind of falls down there stays down there. So yeah, we are retiring these guys. Okay. This is just the cork bark that we had in here before. When Eomer was in there, Mike cleaned it pretty thoroughly. We laid it out to dry, so it's all good to go. Okay. Now, when last time we did a Pokie move was when we moved Eomer, and I remember thinking, when we moved Eowyn, I put way too much dirt in. I have to use less. So when I put the dirt in here, I pretty much only, hold on, I still am going to put some other stuff. I put it until it makes a good anchor for this. Like, this will go in there and it feels sturdy and it doesn't shake around too much. That's when I kind of go, okay, that's a good amount. Even though I thought I was putting less soil in last time, it turned out side by side it was the exact same amount. Sorry, I'm trying not to get it in the door. Okay. Yeah. That way. This one fits in nicely, but like, it's tight, but it fits in perfectly. I really like the shape of this one. These are kind of like the perfect size for these enclosures. I feel like they go up high enough, they're wide enough, they kind of bump out far enough. I like the shape of these pieces. We can never lose them. I'm sorry, I got dirt in here again. Okay, so we have just some moss. Oh, I'm getting the table all dirty tonight. That means it's probably going to be my job to clean it up. Okay. And then I'm thinking when we put the water bowl in, we'll kind of put the water bowl on this side so that like the moss can hold on to water, and this will kind of be the wet side and this may be more of a dry side. And you know, we don't really put a lot of fake plants in, maybe once in a while, but Pippin had one of these in the back of his old one, and I just want to kind of keep it the same. These are just from the dollar store. Okay. We do still plan on one day in the future having a fully bioactive enclosure, but it's just it's a future project. Okay, a little bit of hot glue. Love the arts and crafts portion. Okay. Oh, more glue went inside than I intended.
The water ball might be falling off a little bit.
No. Stay. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it for a minute just to make sure that glue really hardens, because it's annoying to fix it after and you get glue everywhere. Sorry.
It happens. It's just makes it easier for the door to close if there's nothing stuck inside.
Okay, well, there we go.
I can't help it. There's dirt when there's not supposed to be dirt.
Okay. It's your turn.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hello everyone. We're going to be moving Pippin, our last Regalis move for a while, but he was actually our first Regalis we obtained. We got him the same time as we got Mary, so we got Mary's, our Ornata, we got him at the same time as Pippin. They were kind of like siblings in a way. But yeah, now it's time to retire him from this thing.
Yeah, we really don't like these enclosures.
Move him. It's just not a good setup for what we're doing it with. Maybe for like mantises or smaller creatures it might work. Things that don't really need a whole lot.
Also, I found it was hard to like see them because of all
There's a lot of holes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of holes.
Okay, so
Alright.
how are you thinking of doing this? Is he in?
He's in his tube right now.
He's in there. He's probably in that hole.
He only ever comes out that hole. He's blocked off all the other ones. There was a hole in the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a molt in there that he's done recently. Or not so recent. Oh no, it's just a leg.
And yeah, whenever he would molt inside of this thing, he would push his molt out of this hole for us. So we get rid of it.
So I don't want to just stick my hand in there.
Yeah, because he's gotten bigger. He's I'm almost surprised he got in there.
I think I can see his butt right now, actually, in the hole. If you can turn your flashlight on the video.
Okay, the flash is on.
Yeah, you can see his butt in
there. There it is, yeah, right there.
So he's facing downward. That might work in my favor, but I'm afraid if I start to move him, he might turn around. So...
Do you want me to leave the flash on?
No, you can turn it off. Okay. So I know where he is. He hasn't moved yet.
We do have catch cups standing by. You didn't want to move the other stuff out first, maybe? Oh. Yeah, what's next? Oh my goodness.
I'm making it up as I go.
Yeah, I can tell. Can you walk me through what you're thinking?
Well, I want to maybe tilt it and just kind of get him to just push his bum and hopefully he goes out the bottom.
Okay.
There's a hole in the bottom.
Okay.
But there's a chance he might turn around and come back out the top.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to try to angle this in there first. Hopefully he doesn't move. Then grab the cup, place the cup in place behind it. So if he does come out the other way. I knew this was going to be a tricky move. As soon as we put this bark in there, I'm like, yep, this is going to be a pain in the future. Or it could be great, it could not. Just I'm keeping an eye on his butt. seeing his butt.
Is there actually a hole all the way at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay.
There should be.
Well, is there? Turn it towards me. Yeah, okay, there's definitely a hole.
Good, I wasn't actually entirely sure. Oh, he's backing up.
Well, maybe put it inside so that if he goes for the bottom, he'll go into the new enclosure.
Just in case.
Now what?
Well, that's why I put a hole in the bottom of this cup, so
Okay.
I can poke him from the inside.
Okay.
And hopefully when he comes out, he doesn't come out and run over the bark and back at me. And make me scream like a little girl.
That's what's gonna happen.
Well, screaming like a little girl might very well happen.
I don't think you can get the paintbrush in far enough. I don't think you made the hole that big, did you?
Yeah, I made it big enough. I want to see him.
I think, okay.
Hold on. I'm figuring it out as I go, as amateurs do.
Well, I'm worried about when he comes out because it looks like his old bark is pushed right up against the new bark. He doesn't really have anywhere to go.
Oh, God. No. Come here. Where's your butt? Okay, he's still in the same spot. He hasn't moved. I'm just going to poke him in the bum.
Hold on. I'm going to get the door in place just in case we need to close it.
I'm just going to poke him right in the butt. Okay. I can't tell if I moved him or not.
He hasn't come out yet.
Is that your foot? Nope.
Maybe use like the biggest size paintbrush so that he can't turn around and come back at it.
Good idea. That's a bit too big. Let me know if you start seeing him coming out the back end. Hopefully he only comes out the back end.
Yeah, how much fun would it be if he like went up the other hole and out onto your hand and ran up your sleeve?
I would probably panic.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Do you want to cover that hole with something?
Ow. Yep, he's pulling on the brush. He's attacking it. I mean, I didn't mean to say ow, but...
Okay, then why don't you turn it around and poke him from the bottom?
I don't know how he turned around in there.
He's used to coming out that door that you're poking him at. He's not used to coming out the bottom. What if you flipped it around?
I'm going to try one more time. Thinking. I still see your butt. Nope, can't see you no more.
Okay,
You
cool.
didn't see him at the other end?
No.
Oh, there's his butt right there.
Okay.
So I almost had him in there. I just gotta be a little persistent and gentle, and he should back out. Should. But now he's turned around. He's facing the brush now. That's what I was feeling, was him tugging on it. Nice and easy. See anything yet?
Mm-mm. Are you even going in? I don't even...
Well, there's like resistance now. I don't want to hurt him. He's kind of fighting me on it a little bit.
Why aren't you turning it around?
Oh. That scared the shit out of me. Back up. You see his butt yet?
Nope.
Here he comes.
Oh, he's out. Okay. He's out. We don't want him to crawl out onto the outside of the bark and
I'm
rock.
gonna leave that brush there.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab another one. I'm gonna try to get him to go away.
He's interested.
How much of him's out?
His whole front half is out. Yeah, it's hard to see from here. Okay, he's kind of wrapped up. Oh! Just put that whole bark inside and close the door.
It won't fit. I'm just gonna block the doorway. Just try to get him to go back without going back in the bark. He's still out. He's still out of the hole.
It's hard to see because of the glare.
Okay, he's touching the other stuff now. Yep. He's turned around. Get ready with the door. There we go.
Okay. Oh my god.
It's when I can't see them.
Yeah.
That's the issue. And I definitely pissed him off because he was attacking the brush pretty good. He was pulling it pretty good. Like, it was strong.
I want to like open the door to show him in there, but I almost...
You can open it slightly, just don't do it quickly and don't breathe on him. Yeah, when we got him, he was smaller than his abdomen. He was just a little wee guy.
There he is.
It's amazing how much he's grown in just a short span. Less than a year.
Okay. I can breathe again.
Yeah, me too. I was starting to sweat.
How are you feeling?
Better.
It's done. Okay.
Yay.
So we have another expo coming up May 7th. That's this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we don't really have any plans. We haven't purchased anything ahead of time, so we'll kind of wait and see when we get there what's available, and might have some new spiders to show you soon.
Hopefully we'll have another new arrival video. Maybe. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay, till then.
See you later. Sorry, I was burping.